Welcome back to Flotsam. So, killing an archvile with the normal shotgun is lame, so what we're gonna do is just skip everything and grab the SSG. You gotta kill these 3 Hell Knights up here, and in this time, the archvile can actually come up the stairs, but it's fairly uncommon. And also, you can just dodge him by going on the stairs. So from here, you wanna kill that archvile. A few revenants came on the stairs as well, which was kind of unfortunate, but that's not a big deal. Normally you'd want them to stay down on the ground and be infighting with all the Manx. But if they come down here, that's okay. There's plenty of ammo in this map. And they're really not much of a nuisance. And you can kill the chain gunners from here as well. And of course, lack of monster block lines. Man just fell down and then started fighting with the bigger enemies. This guy's always annoying to kill since you can't really get a good shot on him. He's never really open. He's always hiding behind the bars. And then this guy's annoying because auto aim likes to aim downwards towards the Manx, but thankfully he started infighting with the Manx and they took care of him for me. When you have the opportunity to go down the stairs, take it. Grab the cell packs and plasma, and punch to wake up all the revenants before the wall fully lowers. And now we're just going to do a few U-shapes around and get the cyber to kill a few of the revs. And when you have the opportunity, go for the next switch, wake up the revs, kill that archvile if you can. Thankfully he was really weakened from the infighting, which is lucky. And do a few U-shapes once again, just to get the infighting going, and to lure them out of the area, so you can go in for that yellow key. And now we can go to the outside area. This inside area takes way too long if you do it normally, so I just press everything and then just go outside, let everything infight. Otherwise this demo would have been 30 minutes instead of 20. So yeah, that's just the way I do it, but if you want to not risk dying, then you can definitely take it slow. So what I do here is I grab just one of the rad suits. There's 2 in this outside area, but you only want to grab 1. Well, actually you can grab both if you want to, but I just like to save one. It just makes a future fight just a tad bit easier, and I want to avoid grabbing that Megasphere for as long as possible. Just want to save it for the next few fights. But yeah, this is what we're going to be doing for the next few minutes. Just circle strafing and rocketing. This is probably the most questionable part of the map, in my opinion. Because it's just like, why does this exist? I mean, if you want to, you can just take the teleporters right away and let the cyber deal with some of these guys. But they can actually see you from the next few fights, so it's not recommended. One of the things I despise the most in Doom is really long-range snipers, especially revenants with homing missiles. I just despise them. But yeah, you want most of the revs killed, not all of them, really. You can save a few of them, though. When we go back inside and clean up the rest of the enemies, the revenants will stay congregated, and you can deal with them later on when you come back out here. Also, you can hit the switch a little early if you want to, but I don't, just in case I accidentally take the teleporter. Don't really want to risk it. Grab the Megasphere now, because at this point we're probably not going to take too much damage. And now I want to go back inside and clean up the rest of the enemies that stayed alive from the initial infight, which was a lot of stuff. I think the reason they're all at the... Yeah, that was a very far away revenant that actually hit me right there. The reason they're all at the entrance here is because I was circle strafing the wrong way. I usually go clockwise like this, and when I enter the building, all of the enemies, I'm just shooting some rockets in an attempt to kill that far away rev. But usually when I go in a clockwise direction, the enemies actually are at the back of the building instead of towards the front if you're circling counterclockwise. So, fun little fact, it's a lot safer to circle strafe clockwise than counterclockwise for that reason. But yep, just clearing out the rest of the enemies. And you can go back out. You know how I said I didn't want to take too much damage with that Megasphere? Because I circle strafed counterclockwise, I took way more damage than I wanted to. You can also just grab it if you get low from this area anyways. I mean, it's not a huge deal, but it's just nice to have 200. Now, cleaning up that cyber. Long range revs can actually hit you, like that rev missile from that guy. So be aware of that. Now we're going to hit the switch, which lowers the first teleporter and deal with the first ledge fight. Kill this guy without moving, and I see a bunch of homing missiles coming my way, so this is not usually what I do, but I just sit here for a moment, and when the rev missiles get close, walk forward, and a bunch of the enemies raise up. And this actually made this fight a lot easier, because these barons started infighting with the revenants that are super far away. And they didn't, like, come towards me and restrict my movement. So that was really nice that worked out in that way. Normally I have to spam plasma and kill everything from the corner where the barons were. But yeah, just pretty interesting that happened. Next part, kill the rev before dropping down. And then when you do drop down, pre-fire a few rockets to kill the revs almost instantly. This guy didn't take too much damage, so I had to just... whatever. But from here, try to dodge these manks to the best of your ability. And most of the time, you're able to kill all the manks except for maybe like 1 or 2 by the time the pinkies start coming over. But not this time. There were like 4 manks left. And they're just a pain to deal with while rocketing these pinkies, so yeah, definitely target those manks. And now I stand a little far away from the edge, because when rocketing these pinkies and imps, they can actually get caught on the edge there. There's no monster block line, so they can fall down. And that's really annoying when that happens, so I just stay a little far away from the edge, just rocket them from here. Yeah. I stay in this corner as well because there's 2 sniper archviles. You can see one of them right now. There's another one to the left of me right now, so this is the safest spot to just rocket everything down, and it's also safe from the damaging floor. And now I use just plasma to kill this first archvile since I'm out of rockets and I don't really want to go in for those rockets. I'll probably get zapped doing that. And then I also use plasma for this guy since I don't really know. You can use rockets if you want to, but just having 100 rockets for the next part makes things easier. Now when going back and hitting this switch, hit it and be quick. Go along the edge so you don't take damaging floor damage, because when you hit that switch in the center area, a bunch of pain elementals I can't think of the right words. Wake up! That's the right word! A bunch of pain elementals wake up when you go in, but 2 archviles wake up as well, which start resurrecting all the revs, so I like to be quick. Once you're at this entrance, though, they really have a hard time resurrecting those revs. And there's only 2 of them, so yeah, not a big deal. As long as you're quick, you can deal with them fine. And just SSG for these last few manks, because once again, I want to have 100 rockets for the next fight. Ammo can get a little tight in the next part, but again, it's not too big of a deal. Now for the next fight, in this little area where the Archviles were, grab the Supercharge, grab the Mega Armor we left from the very start, refilling on cells because just why not. Had exactly 6 cell packs left in this area. And making my way to the next teleporter. Which, by the way, I took the long way around. Go to the right of the entrance if you want to get to the teleporter quicker. And I used the second rad suit for this next part. It's not really needed, but I just use it just for quality of life, basically. And now, this part, just stay close to the Hell Knights for a minute, get those cybers to hit the nobles a little bit, and then you can start firing. And this lasts for quite a while. One thing I do want to note, though, is I grab rocket boxes whenever I'm below 95 rockets, because, again, ammo can get a little tight in this area. So I definitely want to make the most out of the rocket boxes. By the way, this part of the MIDI is so good. It's a Back to Saturn X MIDI. I think Map 7? Back to Saturn X Episode 1, Map 7. The one with all the Spider Demons. But, it's such a good MIDI, man. Probably one of my favorite, if not my favorite, James Paddock MIDI. Which says a lot, because he makes so many good MIDIs. But yeah, once the nobles start taking up your space, just move around. I move slightly backwards in case cybers are shooting at me, but most of the time they'll be infighting. But just in case, I want to be shooting more rockets at the nobles, and I didn't find a little path. I didn't find a little gap I could squeeze through, so I had to go back, just lure them away a little more, but thankfully found that gap quite easily this time, and now, because of that, I have so much space to just rocket down the rest of the dudes, the rest of the big goats. And because of this amount of space, usually I have to do one more loop around when they start taking up my space again. But because I lured them away a little more than I usually do, I can actually rocket down most, I forgot if it's most or all of them from this little corner here. Another thing is, if the Cyber Demons stop infighting, they can just, the nobles just act as a wall and they'll start infighting again really easily. And yeah, I didn't want to make that loop around, so I just started using plasma. There is a lot of cell packs in this fight over by the cybers. And yeah, had to make a loop around, but it's super small. There's barely any dudes left. But I lure them away a good amount just in case. Can never be too careful. Narrowly avoided that rocket. And yeah, as you can see, only 19 rockets left. Ammo, well, rocket ammo got a little tight. But now, just plasma the cybers from afar. And again, you really don't have to worry about getting close to them, landing those shots, because you can see it right there. All those cell packs. And I stand back here to finish off the rest of them. Thankfully they infought pretty well, and I managed to kill the cybers a lot quicker this time. And then use some more plasma to kill that sniper archvile. I know MMJP, he has a nice cheese for this fight. Now for the finale, which I took way too many deaths here than I would have wanted. So grab the BFG, go in for the rad suit right away, and basically just use all your BFG, except for maybe like 4 shots, I would say. 4 BFG shots. Here I had 3 BFG shots left, but it's really up to you. Just as long as you pull the cybers away, make your way around, and then we gotta do a bit of a scary part here. Do some ledge running. Make your way around the Revenants and Barons. It's actually really easy to catch an infighting rocket there, a few Rev missiles, and just instantly die while going along the ledge, because you don't really have much room to dodge either while running along that ledge. So it's definitely a bit of a scary bit, but then you just make these U-shapes around the Revs. Kill most of them. You don't really have to kill all of them because, of course, there's so many cybers. And when the red suit starts going low, grab that as well. Grab the Megasphere as well. Make your way through the Revs and out towards the other side. I hit the switch early, which releases all these Archviles. Running around them feels like RNG, but most of the time you'll be able to survive anyways. You'll be able to, yeah. I feel like I haven't really been able to talk during this recording. I apologize for that. If you do take some zaps, not a big deal. There's still 2 more Megaspheres left in this fight. But yeah, even just pulling those Archviles away, getting the Cyber Rockets to hit them, just getting them infighting is enough work. Does a lot. And then I stay here for as long as possible because I want as many Archviles killed as I can. And I see a few Archviles still. Grab that Mega because I'm in 1-shot range from Cyber Rockets. So I decided to just pacifist a little more until those Archviles get killed. But at this point in the fight, it's basically just circle strafing. Not much to worry about. 1 Archvile left, I decide. Might as well just start spamming now. By the way, when going around the cybers again, you want to go around from the left. You don't want to be on the ledge again in case an Archvile does target you. Most of them will be infighting with the cybers, but in case an Archvile targets you and just sends you flying, you definitely want to be circle strafing clockwise again. Finishing off those cybers. 1 enemy left. Now normally, you're supposed to have all kills at this point. And for that 1 enemy, I decided just gonna grab the rest of the resources in this arena, why not? Now take a wild guess at where that enemy is. And I grab rockets because I know what happened. I know exactly what happened with that last enemy. Is it in the second ledge fight? No. Don't see a fallen imp or pinky. Is it in the first ledge fight? Looking for fallen imps and pinky still. Don't see any fallen nobles. Is he from the finale? Nope. Don't see any pinkies or Archviles down there. Ah, there he is. A Baron fell down while in fighting the Cybers, because of course. Now, this is a max demo, I want to point out. So to kill him, I go over to the corner, and I gotta lure him over. And I wait in the very corner, as far in the corner as I possibly can. I had this happen in practice. Well, not with a Baron, with a Fallen Imp once. So I didn't know what to do with this guy. And then I go off the ledge. You can go off the ledge and wait for him to scratch you if you want to make 100% sure that he is there. And then just rocket the wall as much as you can, and bam, he dies from infinite splash height. He must have been pretty weakened, thankfully, because he died in a surprisingly low number of rockets, and that's it. I'm actually really glad that guy fell, because now I can complain about monster block lines. Bemused? What the heck? Why didn't you put monster block lines? Whatever, doesn't matter. This map is fun. I mean, I don't think it's like, it's obviously from the center structure with the sniper chain gunners, and just the layout of the room, like with multiple phases of enemies, with the lowering walls. It's quite obviously a reference to Sunder Map 1, and then but the ledge fights differentiate it a lot, in my opinion, and the ledge fights are definitely my favorite part of the map, and the finale is a lot of fun. Just the sheer number of cybers and archviles is a spectacle for sure. So yeah, this map is actually really fun. I don't know if it's like the... never mind. But yeah, fun map. I really love the color scheme as well, just the black and yellow, like Sunma style. And yeah, that's all I really have to say on this map. It's just good, clean fun. And I love the ledge fights. So yeah, thank you so very much for watching, and I will see you in Map 11. Have a good one.